Hello everybody, welcome to this little live show. I wanted to tell you guys real quick because Bass Pro is still having a sale. I made it out there yesterday. I actually didn't even know about the sale, wasn't even paying attention. I figured I'd swing out there since I was going somewhere to collect some money. And I managed to spend some money while I was out there. But they're having a sale on almost everything. I was at the one in out in Olathe in Kansas. But I picked up another pop and pad crasher. And I think I saved $1.50 or $2 on that. I don't know if I saved any money on this or not, but I've been wanting to try the Z-Man jigs. I'm a big fan of Z-Man chatterbaits and soft plastics, but I honestly haven't tried any of their spinnerbaits or jigs out, so I figured I would get one of those to give it a shot. And of course, they had their chatterbaits. Some of the originals were on sale, so I'm usually use a ½ ounce on the Z-Man originals or the jackhammers that I've started using, but I figured since these were like $3.50 a piece, I would try a couple of the 3/8 just to give them a shot this season on when it's even in the real super shallow water where the ½ ounce you can't seem to, when you start running it wants to get caught up. So got those for that. And then they had a huge sale going on all of the Berkeley Fusion stuff. Now I don't know if this stuff's any good or not. I had bought some stuff, a couple I think treble hooks that I needed I picked up, but I have the 1/8 ounce. I bought just the cheap Bass Pro Shops little spin jig heads for the underspins, but they had these were half price, so I think what was $3.99 was only $1.99. So I figured I'd give these guys a shot. Now I think I'm going to need a smaller, and I can change that out to a smaller blade on that. I may even put just one of the little ones on. That may be too much flash, but I'll try them. And for the money, I figured it was worth a shot. And these are for this one I'll use on the bigger, like anywhere from the 3.8 to the 4.8 Key Tech style, like swim baits. And then this on the smaller ones that we got some of them swim baits that are a little too big for the 1/8 ounce jig heads I got from Bass Pro Shop underspin jig heads, but this will fit in there, or the Mega Bass with the prop. So then they also had the enticers were on sale, and I needed another one of these. That's just a ½ ounce, kind of a football style black and blue jig. So I got me one more of those. I know I didn't really need that. Oh, then I got the Fusion. In the last live video I did, you seen I'd picked up the ones, and I talked about how you wanted that longer shank when you're rigging up. You're trying to go weedless on a drop shot, and trying to keep that bait on. You need that long little end right there, more so than on a standard, like say Texas style or whatever, because you can kind of slide the bait up a little more on to the line, to where when the line's running straight up and down, it's harder. So you actually you need a longer thing there to keep your bait on better. These Fusions were cheap. I think it was like $3 maybe for 7 of them, and they look to be made pretty good. I mean, Berkeley usually has pretty good quality stuff. A lot of you guys I know are dogging Berkeley. A lot of you guys probably love them, but Berkeley's not bad. And they also had this. I don't really have too many flat-sided square bills, flat-sided baits in general. I needed something a little bit bigger than the Rebels. The Rebels are kind of okay on BFS gear, but I needed something just to size up, a little easier to throw, and I think this Fritz Side 5 will fit the bill real well for that, and it was on sale, saved like $1.50 or maybe more than that. I think maybe like $3. It was like 8 something, and it was only $6. And then we got our normal. You can't hardly make a trip without finding more Z-Man baits. The palmetto bugs, in the past, I'm going to try to make myself like these again. I didn't really like these. They last forever, but I felt that the Reaction Innovations just got hit a little more so than these. But I got a black and blue and green pumpkin, or I would have got watermelon. They didn't have watermelon. I figured I'd give these one more shot to try to maybe cut them in a different way or something to get them to me to like them better than I do like the Reaction Innovation. sweet beavers. The sweet beavers are hard to beat. That's why they call them sweet beavers, I think, because they're sweet. And then I got some more drop shot baits. If you remember on the last video also, I got the Googans roughly in close to this color on their drag and drop. So I'll probably do a head-to-head video comparing these to the drag and drop. If I get on a bite where these are working, we'll see if one gets hit more than the other. I know which one will last. One of these will probably last the whole trip unless I lose the whole bait, hook and all. Where I'm not sure how durable the Googan stuff is yet. We're going to find that out also this season. But these, when that water is fairly clear, those look like they will be the ticket to fling around on a drop shot and just get bit on a hot summer day, clear water. These in that murky water, kind of like we have now, or a little dirty water. This color, I don't know why, what it is about the purplish and pink colors, but over the last few seasons, I'm a believer in them now. There, for the first several years, I hardly ever used anything pink, or I used some purple, like peanut butter and jelly a little bit, but not a lot. But there's just times when these will stand out. This, roughly that pinkish and sometimes the purple colors work. So anyway, if you're not doing anything and you're in the, well, Bass Pro Shops, I'm thinking it's everywhere. You might want to look online or just run up to the store and see what kind of sales they got. I'm sure they got something you want. Like, probably over half their stuff is on sale on their baits wise at the one I was at anyway in Olathe, and I think it's going on everywhere. But if you still have those last few minute things to get, now's probably the time. And of course, if you like me, you're probably going to end up just coming back with stuff you don't even really need, but wanted to try. This color I've always thought about getting, I just never did. And since I wanted to get one more, I basically wanted something with a little white with no yellow. Previously, and I'll wrap this video up after I talk about this real quick. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that I don't even mess around with checking out different frogs. I've had several over the years. I know they make new ones now that I haven't tried, but the old if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've had perfect luck with the Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher, just in sheer hookup ratio. Almost any of these frogs are very close. Some will, get filled with water quicker than others. But your main issue with one of these baits is the hookup ratio. They'll all get hit. Like, you'll throw it out there, and if you're running across gunk where nobody else has thrown a lure, or none of your other lures will get, just because they get hung up too fast on top water early morning, just certain times, sometimes all day long if you're in the right spots. But these are notorious for you just can't get the fish to hook up. Like, you have one blow up on it and you swear he's got it, and you give him a second, you fill him and you yank, and he's not there, or he comes right off one little jump and he's done. These popping pad crashers and the normal pad crasher that's not popping, I just use this because I feel I can work it just like I would the non-popping, but then I can also pop this one, and they both walk the dog real good. But the hookup ratio, and this bait, and I've talked about this bait several times, it has the way it tapers down and just how soft the top of this bait is. It takes hardly no resistance, and like my fingers are already getting caught on that hook. Just the way they're designed, I don't bend them out. The only thing I do to these is I do shorten both legs just a little. I shorten one, not quite, maybe almost an inch, and the other one about half that. And then I will put in right through here, I'll put in anywhere from 1 to maybe 3 rattles. I'll put a big rattle, a medium, and a small, just so there's a bunch of sound. This one I'll probably put in just 1 rattle. I figure I want to use this bait for I'll use the other one when it's real dark or in dirtier water, but then this one will be more of a clear water, maybe not as loud, but I feel it needs some kind of extra little sound, because by themselves they make no noise other than movement. And when I primarily walk the dog with these, and I feel when I get it to do this, if it's got some kind of extra little noise other than just disturbing the surface, that will help a little, even in clear water. So feel free, I'm going to wrap this video up, comment below on what you think about these baits I picked up or have been picking up. We're going to do a lot of different shootout videos coming up as soon as we can get on the water. Right now, as of right now, this second, it was snowing outside. It's not sticking, but it's cold. It's still nasty out. We've had some warm weather, but that water, it's still cold. No kind of bite has really turned around and came on yet. I've seen people posting on Facebook, starting to catch them here and there around this area, but you know, they'll go out one day, maybe catch 4 or 5, next day get skunked. The bass just aren't turned on yet, starting to hit, and that water is still, I think, in the low 40s. When it gets up to those high 40s, lower 50s, it's almost game on. Then, of course, everybody knows, you know, about 55 degrees up to 60 something, when they actually truly start feeding up before they spawn, that's when we're going to be able to go out and start tearing them up on almost all these baits. Almost any bait made will catch a fish. Almost made it through without interruption. All right, anyway, I'm out of here, guys. So get out of here, go bass bonsai for yourself, and thank you for watching. And feel free to drop a comment on this video after it's posted.